Hello, and thank you for coming to the bunker tonight. I'm Fletch. I'm Fletch Towle, your host. Thanks for coming. If you've been here before, you know how it all rolls. If this is your first time, we play indie artists, original music only, and we stop the music before we get into the show. We've been doing this about 3 years now. I think we're up to show 120 or 130, something like that. A very interesting band tonight. We have Bomethius, and I am very excited to have them in the studio tonight. Their sound check sounded great. It was this is very unique. They call themselves a mischievous Baroque pop, and that's a broad title. I had to look it up. I Googled it, and it is a real thing. So if you haven't heard about it before, you will be hearing about it tonight. A few show notes. If you are on a phone, especially put on earbuds, the show will sound a lot better. If you're on a phone, check your resolution. Sometimes it starts out sort of like not at low resolution. You want to fix that. Tonight we have Brian, Kristan, Adam, and Josh Dutch on the cameras and setup and all kinds of stuff they do with the bunker. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for being here. Brian is a host of a wonderful open mic in Lombard every Sunday night. I was there a couple weekends ago. It was fantastic. It's a comfy, cozy place, friendly, packed usually, but you can get tables. It's not that packed, and it's just a great time. Once again, we are free to the audience and we are free to the artists. However, if you'd like to leave a tip, large or small, we really appreciate it. We split it with the band 50-50. Don't feel obligated, but it really helps carry the show along. We've been doing an offer with a signature picture, and the band has signed these tonight. They're limited. There's only 5 of them, and they'll be numbered. The band all signed it tonight, which is Taylor, Chris, Dan. Maggie did not make it. Jonathan, of course. And who did I forget? Oh, Jeremiah. And so they all signed this tonight, and you can have it. The links are down below. Venmo. If you pay with Venmo, $25. Leave your address. eBay. Your address will come in by default. Once again, that's about it. The sound check has sounded great. You're gonna like it. I won't go into it too deep right now. Jonathan, tell us a little bit about what you're gonna do for us tonight, please.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for being here. We're gonna start off with a song called Barren Field.
Excellent.
Tall and plenty, and I think they're flowering, casting shadows onto the stricken land. The weeping sand, the roots they say, born out in your infancy, and there was nothing you could do. I'm a fireman unto myself. We feel it too. We do not know what we do not know. construction crew be here in the morning, and they'll scrape it out of you, lay a new foundation to hide you away. But I know you see that all these pretty colors don't really mean a thing. They just have no use beyond being used. God, put it all behind me. Thought I saw a tree, sometimes I think it's dying. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for being here. All right, we are going to go into the next song is called Liquor and Blood. And it's sort of the story of a little turtle that tried to make its way across the road and wasn't allowed to. Seems there's no limit to the things I can't do, or the things I've tried to prove to me, to you. But at the end of my glass is the start of my day, and I've tasted your words, and they echo in my brain, filled in all the potholes with liquor and blood, for the thousands who've died and the thousands that are done, fill in all the potholes with liquor and blood, for the thousands who've died and the thousands that are done. A splash of a runway, only high hydroplaning cars. They won't be cleared for landing, not tonight anyhow. Like the brave little turtle who tried the street to cross, he crawled to his end, but to the wrong side he was tossed. And as he flew through the air, did he know who loved him best? Was he glad it was all over as he sighed out his last? There's always another, and we're bound at last to meet. So fill in the potholes and stay out of the street. Thank you, guys. It is really exciting to be here and to be doing this. I just want to take a moment to shout out the various people that are helping out tonight. We got Taylor Vos on guitar, electric guitar. Yeah. Jeremiah here on the drums. Chris on the keys. And Dan. Look at Dan. Doesn't Dan just look like a nice guy?
What a guy.
Yeah. Look at that guy.
Looks can be deceiving.
Well, I look at Dan and I think that guy could make me a shelf if I wanted. I wouldn't even have to ask for it. He'd just make it for me, I think.
If you needed one,
You'd be the guy?
I would,
Good.
I would build it. But you don't need one. You got all the shelves you need.
You don't tell me about my shelves. I'll tell you.
In my profession, no.
All right, we're going to do the next song. It's called Traffic. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced traffic before, but one time I got cut off, and I was unhappy about that. And then we all had to slow down. And I was really just weaving a colorful tapestry of obscenities about the guy right in front of me. And then as we all slowed down, there off to the side was a horrible car wreck that had just occurred. And it was one of those car wrecks where you see it and you don't even have to look for very long to know you don't want to look anymore. And someone had probably died. And so it occurred to me that there's kind of no difference between these people in this tragic situation and me and the lovely person that had cut me off, and we could just as easily have switched places. And so it occurred to me that we don't love strangers until after they're victims, and that's incredibly sad. So here's an upbeat Buddy Holly-like song about that. When the traffic all turned red and someone was most certainly dead, we all stopped just to catch a glimpse of the one who startled our trance. We ignored you alive, but now we want a view. Just some little clue of what's waiting around the bend. I've got a feeling it might look like you. When the sirens come for you, will you feel like the other victims do? When the sirens come for you, will you feel like the other street are more plain. Suicides and smiles, but life remains a pain that can't be tamed. We ignored you alive, but now we want a view. Just some little view of what's waiting around the bend. I've got a feeling it might look like you. Oh, thank you. This next song we're going to do is called Coming of Age. And right around the time that my third record came out, which is called Sweet Nothings, I started to get a little more engagement online and blogs and podcasts and all this stuff. And people were writing about the record. It was very exciting. And then I went to see what they were all saying, and they were all kind of saying the exact same thing. They were saying, it's a lovely coming-of-age narrative. And I found that just the slightest bit patronizing, because from my point of view, we are all coming of age until we die, at which point we have now aged. And so if you're out there tonight watching us and you imagine that you have nothing left to learn, you are already dead. And the rest of us are begrudgingly waiting for your body to catch up. So we have time to kill, as if time stood still, ticking us off as it goes. Old man, won't you change your mind? Tradition, they lie, is steeped in pure reason. Won't you wait in an orderly line? Or won't you grumble and buckle? For what do we struggle? Changes take seasons. Seasons change. We're learning the curve. None of us will be the same. coming of age, still bound in time's chains, ticking us off as it goes. And we wait in an orderly line, or must we crumble and buckle? For your sake we struggle. Kill the alarm, but mind the ticking. Kill the alarm, but mind the ticking. Kill the alarm, mind the ticking. Kill the alarm, but mind the ticking. Man, Taylor, that you sounded wonderful on that.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Killer, dude. Absolutely killer.
I love y'all.
All right, we're gonna do. It's probably my favorite song tonight. This is called "The Game." I don't know if any of you guys have ever found yourselves in just a soul-crushing situation. Well, there is nothing you could do to make it better, and probably nothing you could do to make it worse. Because, like, how much worse could it be? You know, I don't know. Like, you got the job right. You can't stand your manager. Yeah. Or you're in a relationship, but you already said I do. So it's a little too late. Or being born. This can't be my call, but they say it's my move. Born under the gun. What more could we do? We knew it was rigged. We were guided and canned, thrown out to the birds, then chaff in the wind. And so it goes, another year round, another year round. So it goes, another year round, another year found. And I give up this fight to know you're alright without me. It is your role, throw down your cards, where will they land? And what's in your hand? You push up your pawns and you call on my beds. You unsheath your swords and cut off my head. And so it goes, another year round, another year round. Da, 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 another year far home. You've gotta carry on, you've gotta carry on without me. Yeah, Chris. Incredible. All right, hold on. I need to look at my phone to see what you guys are, what's happening here. Dan is sexy as fuck. Dan, well done. Dan's wife here Dan's wife is here tonight. They just celebrated 9 years.
Good news, Heather.
Turns out Dan is attractive.
Well, thank you very much.
Look at those
Does
flannels.
anybody know Raoul Duke 25?
Yeah, that's my Uncle Dave.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Dave.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
Uncle Dave and I wrote a record together.
Um,
It's my, which one is that? I think it's number 4. Yeah, we did number 4 together. It's called Inadequate, and it's very fun and very weird. It's also very Catholic, and you should go listen to it and just have a wonderful time. Let's see. Oh, sound is coming and going, a little spotty. Completely mutes every 10 seconds or so. Okay. Okay, Telly. All right, we're working on sound, Dave. Thanks for telling us. Do you have any idea why that would be?
I'll take a look.
All right, Fletch is working on it. All right, Ben says it sounds perfect for him, so that's good. Wow, guys, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Man, this is crazy.
Shout out to Brianna.
Yeah,
Shout out Brianna. Shout out Mina.
Brianna said her brother's going crazy.
Very positive vibes in the chat.
Yes, it's very nice.
This is great.
Okay, Ben says there are no issues on his end. He can hear everything very clearly. So maybe we're fine, and Dave needs to work on his Wi-Fi or something. But I don't know. All right,
Could be some latency.
we're going to keep going. Oh, man. Oh, guys, we have the Pigeon up here next for you. Taylor is just going to make a big mess. It's going to be so exciting. This man is insane. All right. This is a song about trying to go to the bus stop here in Chicago in the dead of winter, and you lock eyes with a pigeon, and it stares into your soul, and now you're late for the bus and alone. Okay. Walking along the dirty street, hearing the snow and frozen dog pee, taking it in, avoiding the ice when a new little friend flooded down to my feet. Was this bird looking at me so very expectantly? What's this bird want from me? Exchanging a glance with each of his eyes, one at a time, but then to my surprise, now I'm late, running for the bus, and the bus driver knows, but he doesn't seem to mind. No, he can't slow down, 'cause he's got rules, and I'm not alone. 'Cause here comes my little winged brother friend. At least I have you, I say, with my hands in my pockets and peer out into the stinging wind. Are you real? No. Pigeons are spies for the FBI. Am I real? Oh, God, is anything? It's all just a dream, but still not fair. And this is really kind of cold for bed. We can't know till I wake up. And I don't think that can come soon enough. Taylor. Yeah.
That's the tape.
Somebody said that Taylor's gonna make some soup. Are you gonna put malort in your soup?
What kind of soup am I gonna make?
Malort.
Put it in the chat. What kind of soup I would make? If you guess right, you win.
Oh, guys, my grandmother is texting me. She says that she loves it. Oh, pigeon soup.
Yeah.
Pigeon soup.
No?
You're not gonna make pigeon soup?
Not pigeon soup. I have it in my brain. If you could guess, you win.
Oh,
Clam chowder?
Clam chowder.
clam chowder.
Band is disqualified from guessing.
No. I'm just reading
that's in the
comments.
chat.
I have no.
Oh no, those are wrong.
All right, guys, we're gonna slow things down a little bit. Do some tornadoes in Dallas. I wrote this song about 2 days after tornadoes touched down in Dallas, Texas. I believe on the 19th of October in 2019, and there were 2 miracles in the midst of it. I think 7 tornadoes touched down. It was actually very scary. And a bunch of people's houses were just completely destroyed. I mean, it was a big mess. And there were 2 miracles in the midst of it. The first one was that not a single person died. Not even a dog died. I remember one of my students, their entire house was gone. And they left, and their dog was totally fine, even though the house was, like, destroyed. And then the other miracle was that people knew their neighbors better. And so even as disasters pry our lives apart, they also knit us closer together and remind ourselves and one another of our shared humanity. Death was knocking on our door to remind us that he's waiting, welling through the sirens, whistling down the alleys. These riddles in the dark as all the trees fall in the park. Lightning's running through the clouds. Tornadoes in Dallas are touching down. Spend a perfect day together, and end it so far apart that these lives scattered and bound. Tornadoes in Dallas are touching down. Summer's turned to frosted roses, and the petals stillborn to fall. Lord, come down, something calming. Make thin spots of us all. Make the ordinary sacred. In this laughter and the songs, reveal some light in this darkness, and help us just to get along. Help us just to get along. Yeah. Wow. My uncle Dave just said it's time for peanuts. At the time that this happened, I was living with two guys. They were my roommates, Travis Carroll and Reed. And Reed is a very silly music theory nerd who's now going to get his PhD. But the lights went out, and I think he had been reading a Bach score, and I had been coloring and like listening to Sir Arthur Conan Doyle or something on audiobook. And then the lights went out, and Reed just looked at me and said, "Well, time for peanuts." And he got up in the dark and went to the cabinet and got a big thing of peanuts out, and he just sat in the dark and munched on peanuts while I wrote the song. And that was a wonderful experience for me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Did we ever get confirmation on that soup?
We got beer cheese soup in the comments. That's not right. I feel like if I give you a hint, it's going to be over real quick.
Beer cheese soup. I thought you were saying it's not right as like a moral imperative. Like that is
No, beer cheese soup is like fine as a
as a
it's
thing.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
fine.
I thought it was funnier for you to just, huh? No. All right. We're gonna play Torn.
It's close, Chris. It's close.
This is Taylor's favorite song, I think. Yeah. Do you want to tell him why, Taylor? Why do you like this song?
I don't want to say why.
Why not?
Well, I mean, I don't want to say why because it's too real.
Oh,
Yes.
come on, let's be real.
Oh, well, the reason why I love this song is because I want somebody who will love me like Jonathan is loved.
Wow.
That's true. I mean, we're getting deep, so we're getting deep.
He's never even said that to me before. He's
Said
just
that-
sharing that with you guys. It's the magic of the bunker.
Bare your soul, Taylor. I feel it.
Also, Taylor, Lulu loves you.
Yeah, I know, but
She loves you like a Torn way kind of way. Lulu's my dog. She's perfect. Okay. Someone said broccoli cheddar soup.
it's close.
I did.
Oh, we're getting close. All right, here's Torn. This is for my wife. Ah, that wasn't right at all. That's better. Sorry. Torn in pieces again. Gotta find me some glue. And I knew this would happen one day, but I didn't think I would have you. When it plays his violin, well, he wonders if he's worth it. Play my I didn't think you could bear it all, dear. But if you want to see, I'll show you. Well, I'm afraid that I can't do this, and I wonder if I'll see tomorrow, and I'm afraid that one day you'll leave me, and I wonder if I'd blame you. Well, she took my hand and she held me. Oh, yes, she took my hand and she held me. Looked me right in my tearful eyes. And she told me that she loved me. She told me that she loved me. She was staying right here. And I've been torn in pieces again. I know just where to go. She's direct, but she's gentle, and I know it may sound simple, but she's how I hope one day to be. So when I play my violin, I don't wonder if I'm worth it. And when I play my violin, 'cause I know now that I'm worth it. Thank you, guys. Oh, man. Okay, somebody said oxtail soup. Oxtail soup. That's a firm no from Taylor.
I'll give you a hint. It's green.
Split pea soup?
There it is.
Dan wins.
Okay. Oh, guys, we got as bad as they say to do. There's a little surprise that happens halfway through this one, and please pray that I do not fall over or knock anything over during said surprise. I'm just gonna let this song speak for itself, because, well, it says all it needs to be said, quite frankly. Perfect. Oh, man. What if I'm as bad as they say? What if I'm as bad as they say? Stay up all through the evening, skim my way through the day. What if we as bad as they say? What if they're as bad as we say? But I know for sure that I'm not. you know for sure that they're not. Rehearsing all of our lives for a show at the end of time, fitting our pieces into puzzles of our own making, arranging our mirrors in rooms full of smoke. There isn't an angle where they'll find absolution. And whether they knew it or not, they've been digging these trenches for a real long time. The trouble when people talk about us, grains of truth mixed with a litter of lies. You see, the truth, it wasn't bad enough. The truth, it wasn't nearly bad enough. The truth is, whether anyone cares at all, nowhere near as bad as they say. Nowhere near as bad as they say.
Outstanding.
So, let's see what you guys are, if you guys have said anything new before we move on. Oh, it's just a yep and a clap. And I don't know if that's for the split piece soup or if it's for the song, but we'll take it for both.
Let me ask you some questions. I think you have one track coming up after this.
Yeah, we just got one left.
Wow, this is a great set. This is exciting stuff. Thank you, Jonathan and band. Give us some history of this band. How long have you known how long have you known each other? What's your outlook? What do you want to do? I know you got a bunch of stuff on Spotify. I encourage everybody to go check it out.
Yeah, this group is kind of coddled together over the course of the time that I've been in Chicago. So I think Jeremiah was the first guy that I met. We were hitting a So Far show together. We were on the bill, or he was playing with another artist, and I heard him and watched him, and I think I went up to him and I was like, "You have taste as a drummer. Did you know that?" And he was like,
You had a really good sweater that day too.
"No." But when I say taste, I mean, some drummers, they'd be like, "Is this loud enough? You want louder?" Yeah, I just do loud the whole time, and it's like, I don't want that, is what I'm going to say about that. And Jeremiah doesn't do that. He has taste. He knows when to just do wonderful things, and I never really have to tell him anything, which is really great because I don't really do anything with the drums, and so I always feel like that little kid in the chair the first time your parent is like, "You tell the barber what you want," and the barber's looking at you, and you're like, "Yeah, well, I was thinking like if it could look good, but also like fun, and if I could look cool, but also like wow, And do you think you could just do like a good haircut, and then they like put like they take all the guards off and they just buzz your head, that, and then you walk away like, "Oh, I guess that's what I wanted." Well, that's been my experience with drummers sometimes. Never with this guy. All right, this guy, he gives me the haircut I want every time, and sometimes he gives me the haircut that I didn't even know that I wanted, but the one that I needed.
We're past the trend.
Yeah, it's really good. And then I think I met Dan next. We were in a group together for a minute, and I've since left that group. But Dan was really, really fun, and Dan was always in tune, so Dan came along. And then I met this
You
man.
have very high standards, huh? Yeah, he was in tune.
This guy, this crazy guy. Yeah, we played a show, and they were the last act that night, and he was kind of like, well, he just made me laugh. Taylor just makes me laugh. Like everything that he thinks and says, it's just immaculate. Just the vibes are just really good all the time. I think that you looked at me and you're like, "Man, the violin, you should see Young Frankenstein."
Yeah.
That's what you said to me.
Yeah, I said that, and then I told you that you were the best whistler that I had ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah, that whistle game is unparalleled.
Oh, thanks, guys. So that's how I met him, and then I met you at another show where it was just me and Taylor playing,
Yep.
and then Taylor just talked you way, way up, like you were just hung the moon. And I was like, "Well, you got to come play here too, because everybody in here hung the moon, and we didn't know that you also were involved in the project." So
I was there. I was
yeah.
there.
Yeah. So that's what we're about, really, is just if you can play in tune and hang the moon,
You have taste.
you're in the group.
You got taste.
So you let me know.
You have shelves you're in.
Yeah. If you can make a shelf also, we will consider your application.
A couple things here. Great turnout. Thank you, everybody, for coming in tonight. I think, Jonathan, you're setting up for the last song. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm going to.
We've got 25 or more people in here. I only see 5 likes. Press the thumbs up, and that will help Bomethius get follow-up views over the next couple days. If you like the show,
Or
please.
click dislike if you need to.
No, don't press dislike. I hope it's no. Don't press dislike. Thanks a lot, there, Jonathan. We'll be talking after the show. Not now, but after this last song. If you like the show, think about leaving a tip. That would be great. But also like and subscribe to The Bunker. We do this mostly for the love of it. And we have bands on every Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. It's this kind of band is something we love to do. It's new and it's different. And by the way, the performances are excellent. You guys are really killing it tonight. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for having us. This is like a really cool experience.
Yeah.
I know you guys can't see everything that's going on in here, but this is crazy and very fun. So thank you to Fletch and crew for having us here on The Bunker. And yes, please subscribe because this is an awesome thing. All right, well, Fletch, you have anything else to say? Or
No. That's about it. You have one solo song to take us all out?
yeah, I'm just going to play guys a violin piece, and we'll call it there.
Okay, and then you'll have a final chance to leave some comments after this piece. Thank you, everybody, for coming in, though, tonight.
So this is off of my third record, which was called Sweet Nothings, and this piece is called Nothing Sweet. I can feel you laughing. Yeah, we're just gonna try and. Well, this chord is in the way and it makes me sad. All right. Well,
So don't go away too fast. Where did you learn to play like that? Did you start young? I mean, was this all through like high school and everything, college and everything?
Yeah. So I have a degree in violin performance, and I started when I was 3.
You know, my daughter, both my daughters were very proficient string players coming up through high school. And so I can appreciate it. You're miles above them, but that was beautiful playing. I can see why you wanted to end with that.
Thanks.
And congratulations. That's a great way to end.
Thank you. Yeah. So I've been Bomethius, and you guys have been wonderful. And if you tune in after this is over, thank you so much. And please go listen to the records. I have 6 records out. They're streaming on every platform. And you can just follow me at Bomethius on every single thing. And I own the trademark. So if you find someone else with it, tell me, because I will burn them to the ground.
I'll tell you what we're going to do here. I have a little bit of a closing here.